Hey, it's time for the Thursday edition for the 9th of July, 2020 of Overthinking Podcast with Tyson Crab, and I'm Tyson Crab. Oh my goodness. This episode, we're going to be trying to take down Billy Burr. Man, this guy, he just doesn't spend enough time playing iRacing. I mean, what the fuck is that about? He's like, I got a kid. I got a fucking TV show. I gotta do all these things, but I've got things to do. Okay, we gotta get him. He keeps ignoring my emails. I keep emailing him, and he keeps fucking ignoring my goddamn fucking emails. I'm like, hey, Bill Burr, you gotta fucking play iRacing. But he just, Andrew Temelis, won't pass the message through. So if you're listening to this, message him on Twitter. Whenever you get this, he's probably still not playing iRacing. Just message him. Just be like, hey, you gotta play iRacing because Tyson fucking said so, okay? That's just what we gotta do. We gotta work together, team. Stick together, team. Oh my fucking goodness. Hey, we did it. On the Instagram, you may remember, if you listened to the Monday podcast, that we were talking about getting Katie Birdsmith to do our bidding, and get more F1 paintings, and one with Lando Norris. And she did it. Oh, she did it. She did it. We did it, team. We fucking did it. Ha 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 ha. Go, team. So everybody go over to Katie Birdsmith and hit like on all of those F1 themed photos. Oh shit, she's got planter stickers. Jesus Christ. Does it come with the plant? Daniel Ricciardo. Without the smile, actually. With no smile. Yeah, I had a good race the other day. Just today, actually. Yep. At the Berber Motorsport Park. I went around like I said I was gonna and stunk it up right at the back of the field, but luckily one of the other the people I was competing against crashed, so I was able to actually, I think three people, no, just one guy crashed, so I made up a track position. I started in 20th and then was able to make it to, and two other higher classed people, they crashed out too. Yeah, it's good. It's like when I was playing the baseballs when I was a kid. I would wait for the pitcher to just walk me every time, and I would just freeze up and like hope that they would fuck up. It was a pretty good strategy. It was a little annoying for my parents because they're like, Tyson, just swing the fucking bat. Fucking swing it. I'll give you $1 if you swing it. All you gotta do is swing the fucking bat. Now, we learned that I just couldn't see, so I was probably just scared of getting hit with the ball. But I mean, I just wouldn't swing in it because I was just so excited for the ball to, for it to be a ball. I just couldn't tell if it was going to be a strike or a ball. And yeah, so that worked out for like a couple years, but then the pitchers got too good and it was an ineffective strategy. My coach didn't like it. My parents were trying to watch. They couldn't handle it, so I don't know. I left with kind of a sour taste in my mouth. That game kind of sucks, I'm pretty sure. Like why you got to sit around and then you just you touch the ball like twice a whole fucking game unless you're the pitcher, and you got to pay attention for like 2 hours. It's fucking bullshit. I hate that game. It sucks so much. Oh my god, baseball, fuck baseball. Oh, Jesus Christ, that game's so goddamn stupid. Watching it even sucks. Like, nothing fucking happened. Oh, yeah, he hit it line. Oh, he caught the ball. Oh, he's safe. Oh, my God, he's safe. There's a pretty good song about it, though. Like, when the guy's trying to make his way around the bases. Stop right there. and then they're trying to get laid with each other. I think it's a Meatloaf song. Whew, that's a good song. It's really important to know the rules of baseball, but then never to play it because it sucks. Yeah. It might be a good excuse to, like, sit around with girls and guys with, like, something to do for, like, in a beer league. Now, this is awkward because I don't drink beer anymore, but I'm hoping that it's going to weirdly get me friends because it'll be like, oh, I can DD at any fucking time. I mean, I'm probably going to be stressing about my car the whole time. Like, geez, I hope nobody fucks with my car. But as long as I park, in like a not too unlit place, but it's like well enough lit with enough traffic, but like not too much traffic, I should be okay. I don't hear a lot of stuff about people getting their car just randomly wrecked, like happened to me to my bike when I was in Amsterdam. Yeah, so I was in Amsterdam, and I had my bike, so I put it in this one spot, and then I was like, I'm just going to leave it there. And then I went into these cafes and got super high, and then went back to the fucking hostel, and then when I went back out, my bike was all fucked up, and I'm like, that sucks. This is fucking bullshit. So I had to walk it over with the front tire all kicked in. It felt super shitty. So every time since then, I would like hide the my little shitty rental bike all the way in the back, so that if anybody wanted to fuck with it, then they'd have to really work. Nobody could just be like walking by like, oh, screw this bike, let's fuck it up. I don't know if it was like somebody was just drunk or I was racially profiled for being white, which is entirely possible, actually. I don't really understand what, happened there, but it could have happened. Yeah, I was in a bar in Amsterdam, and there was all these black guys, but there was this, like, one white couple, and I didn't bring race into it, but, like, they were all there. There's a pool table, and I wanted to play fucking pool. I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to play some pool. So I went in. I'm starting to play pool, and the girl, she had, like, these really big, like, British fake tits, and they were really, really, really nice. I tried my best to, like, not look at them, but it was kind of difficult because they were just, like, right there. Like, when you, like, look at some boobs and you're like, geez, where's my Pleasurecraft license? Fuck, I left it at home. Because you just want to motorboat them. You know what I mean? But anyway, so our boyfriend's right there. So we're playing some pool, and that was fun. But then they left, and I was like, I didn't leave with them. I should have taken the cue to leave, but then the DJ was nice enough to start mixing a track ad lib. He would start the song, and then by the time it got to this one part, he would add another sound to his mix, and eventually this song said, "Canada, get out." And I looked over at him, and he looked over at me like, gotcha. And then the song switched. And it didn't really say "Canada, get out," but it was like, "Canada, get out, Canada, get out." It was fucking nuts. It was crazy. So this guy programmed this shit. It was it takes a lot of talent to do that, but I'm pretty sure he wanted me to fuck off. So, because I was probably being really annoying, talking about stupid shit and just playing pool, and yeah, I should have taken the cue from those other folks. Anyway, they came back in, they saved me, from whatever mysterious bad thing could have happened, and yeah, then we went and we watched a sex show, and that was really good. And then right before the end of the night, I was like, bye. And then I went back and I was like, hey, do you guys want to fool around? And then the guy's like, nope. And then the girl was thinking, and I was like, pew. So I was off. Anyways, that happened. Yeah, you're in Amsterdam, crazy sex time. What else are you going to do it? But anyway, I went home and fell asleep, and that was really nice. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so anyway, how do we get there? Bill Burr's got to do racing. That's what we got to do. Because he watches F1, but he says that like nothing's happening. If you listen to his podcast, like nothing's happening. We got the Styrian, the second Austrian Grand Prix coming up, the Styrian Grand Prix, because it's like Austria is in the Styrian region. That's gonna be cool. When I did my iRacing race, I was racing around and I ended up having a clean race, being at the back of the grid. Oh yeah, because I was playing baseball and I would wait to get walked. So I was at the back of the grid in the lowest split of this multi-class series in the Audi RS3 LMS TCR. I was racing, but I had a clean race. This one fucker almost fucking hit me. I was fucking pissed. I couldn't fucking believe it. This fucking guy, oh my gosh, he goes off track, and I suck at this track, so I'm like, I don't know where the fucking braking parts are. Like, I don't know where the braking spots are. Braking points, rather. So I'm just like slamming on the brakes, and this guy was like coasting in, and he almost fucking hit me because he's fucking sleeping. And he ended up actually hitting my car. Luckily, it was a 0x. There was no penalties. I didn't lose any internet points, but I was really scared to lose internet points. I'm like, bro, get your own fucking line. What the fuck are you doing? Get out of my case. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Who fucking does that? Who fucking goes into the back of somebody else? That guy should have fucking, I don't know what should have happened to him. But I would have been really pissed if he fucked up my race and gave me a 4x. Little cunt. Get out of my face. Yeah, so I went into the Berber Motorsport cold. I didn't really know the track at all. But I'm actually just kind of like super good at life, so I just kind of figured it out on the fly. I didn't drive that fast, really, but I think I drove fast enough that I was able to exist. And so I stayed on track. I didn't hit any other people. I made it to the end, and yeah, I got 0.46 safety rating points. I was really, really, really happy with that. I got 0 incident points, so I made lots of internet points of safety. So now I'm at 4 point amazing. Let me check here. Click opening iRacing.com, which you should all play. You should all play iRacing. iRacing! You can email me at tysoncrab.com if you want an iRacing little code thingy that would help me pay for the game. And I think you get a discount. But that doesn't really matter. It's mostly about helping me. No, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, because I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely playing iRacing alone, and you just have to join me. You have to save me from the runriness, as some people say. Okay, so I'm in 16th of 114. Almost top 10%. What are these cunts? Mateus, Chris, Mark, Niels, Steven, Breno, Anthony, Gordon. Yeah, I like clicking the people to see if any of them live in Canada. Mark Malsom. Maybe I shouldn't say their full name. They're racing, and sometimes I see like I thought I saw Mr. Guy number 1. That's weird. Oh, he's got like 2 accounts or some shit. Anyway, yeah, 4.51. So I'm Class A 4.51, racing real safe, right at the back of the grid. So you know what? If you don't compete, then you can't. Then you don't need to get new feet. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose too many points, then you don't get to race in the races that you want to race in. And if I get to the top 250 of for iRating, then I'll level up and it'll be a P license. But I'm probably never ever gonna achieve that because I'm Div 7. So there's 10 divisions, and there's Div 1. Let's see Div 1. Div 1. Steen. Let's see how Steen's doing. How fast is Steen? Steen is, he races full send what's he do here? Everything. Real cars. A Barth. He's got a 500 a Barth. Oh, okay. So he's in like a group, a Hopa, RS3. RS3. Man, he's been doing this a while. Fuck off, you stupid bitch. Maybe I should just hire somebody to go take him out. Just find all the people, just make a list, and just send them out there. The tent people could probably do it. I just give them like $20. Just be like, yeah, go take them out. Go take them out, man. Go take them out. Berber. Let's see what Berber. Oh, contact. Side camera. Dude, he didn't even race at the Barber Motorsport Park yet, and he's the top in split 1. What an asshole. Who does that? Who even does that? Okay, so 125.5 of the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So let's see how it compares to me. Click, clack, click. My profile. Let's see. 125.5. Let's see how I'm doing against the best. How do I stack up? Loading. Personal bests. Oh my gosh, it loaded. Everybody. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So he's 125 and I'm 128. 3.5 seconds. That's a lot of fucking seconds. Yep, that's never gonna happen. But there's hope. He could die. Whatever. That's what they used to hope for in the good old British Navy. They would there's like a cheers to it, like something in Sickly Seas. The British cheers. What are the British? Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry about that. There was an error in the recording there. Okay. I don't know why that fucking happens. It's so weird. Anyway. Yeah, so we got the fucking yeah. So, okay. British cheers. I found the British cheers. Sunday, absent friends. Monday, our ships at sea. Tuesday, to our sailors. And then prior to 2013, it was to our men. On Wednesday, to ourselves. Usually the informal reply, for nobody else will concern themselves with our well-being. Ayo, Thursday, to a bloody war or sickly seas. Or season? Yeah. Yeah, because you want everybody to die, and then you get promoted. And then what do we got? We got Friday, a willing foe and sea room. And then on Saturday, to our families. And then prior to 2013, it said our wives and sweethearts. Usually met with the reply, may they never meet. Cheers, our wives and sweethearts. May they never meet. Savage. Oh shit. Cheetahs. Cheetahs. Pumpkin eaters. What do I got? So there's street names. around the city that are pretty funny. So in Victoria, what do they got? I saw this one street. It's called Werra Road. And I said a joke to the guy. He said that he'd never heard this one before. And I've heard that a lot before. Tyson, I've never heard that before. But now I'm getting used to it. It's okay. So I says to him, do you ever have an issue telling people your street name? Like, oh, where's your street? Oh, it's Werra Road. And they're like, yeah, it's just what I fucking asked you. Where is it? And then he's like, Werra Road. He's like, what, why you gotta say it like that? What do you mean, Werra Road? I asked you where the road is. He says, Werra Road. That'd be frustrating as fuck. Yeah, that's like Lee Road. What do you got? Like, you got Lee Road, Leigh, and then there's Lee Road in Oak Bay. You got Lee Road, and then you got Lee Ave, and then Lee Crescent, and like Lee go fuck yourself. Like, what the fuck? Who fucking names all these streets? And oh yeah, I live on Lee. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, so I end up in Oak Bay. I'm like, yeah, where's this fucking place? The numbers are all wrong. And he's like, oh yeah, no, it's in Langford. Yeah, no, you can spell it like this. All right, we can't be friends anymore. If you don't know how to fucking say the street name correctly and tell me how it works, then we're just not gonna hang out. You're just gonna have to go fuck yourself. That's a lot. I've been triggered. Okay, that's a line that you shall not cross. I'm like Gandalf with this shit. Like, you shall not pass. Okay, so if you're gonna fucking tell me the wrong street name, die. You're dead to me. Okay, you don't deserve. You don't deserve to see my lovely curls, my hair curls. You know, you just don't get them. What else is funny? We got Oak Crest. Oak Crest. So if you go to Oak Crest, the crescent, Oak Crest, you on one side, Oak Crest is the sign. It's one word, but it's one street, right? So then you go to the other side of the street, and Oak Crest turns into Oak Crest. And so from Oak Crest with the space, it turns into Oak Crest with no space. so you can't. So fucking the guy for, like, you know, the Google guy or girl went to one side of the street and took the street name, but then Canada Post dude went to the other side and took the other street name. So when people would tell me that they lived on Oak Crest, then the system would have an internal error, and it would send you into this little loop that was like, oh, there's an error, this street doesn't exist. But then you go to the fucking Canada Post website, and it's like, oh, this is the street, but it's like not, it's like written wrong. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. It's so funny. I think somebody stole the sign once, and then they remade it wrong again. Ugh, it's just hilarious. It's like a prank on the people there. Like, yo, fuck yourself. Yeah, deal with this, you stupid idiots. Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, here's a joke. There's this guy, Frank, as they call him, and he named all the streets in town. Because, like, you know, he's at the city hall, and nobody could say Francois, so they just called him Frank, and there's Frank, he's, like, talking, and nobody can understand him. So, like, man, get this, what the fuck? We need some diversity in this city. Okay, very progressive city hall. Let's get him to name all the streets. He's from Quebec. This will be great. We can say it at the local city meeting that we have lots of diversity of city. And anyway, so they sent him up to Sydney. They figured, it's gonna take him a while, but he was onto them. He found a way around it. He's like, whatever, first, fifth, you know, because in Sydney you can the streets are numbered. And yeah, anyway, when he ran out of roads, he got to the last road, and he's like, geez, there's no more roads. What do we call this road? And so he just wrote that down, and so it was Dallas Road. And so that's how Dallas Road was named. He was in the company car. He was driving along the beach drive there, and he's like, geez, this is a nice beach drive. So he wrote it down, and so it was, Beach Drive. He was in the company car driving by what's the street called Aurelia, and his friend was telling him a story, and he's like, Aurelia? And so I wrote it down, and so it was. Aurelia. Yep, that's how that one was named. Yeah, he got to, this one's locally themed. Okay, brace yourselves. You fucking, bigoted racists who, aren't culturalist like me. Okay, so he gets to the end of Dallas Road, and he's like, oh, geez, this place, what do we call it? And there's a local, like, standing there, and he's looking out, and there's all these other people, like, with their mouths agape, and they're staring out, and they're pointing, and so he asks the local, he says, hey guy, like what do you call this place? And he's like, can't you see? You Ogden Point. And so it was Ogden Point. Oh gosh. I fucking crack me up. Anyway, so that one's probably gonna get me stabbed. But anyway, yeah. What else did he name? There was a couple other streets. Tillicum. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Till I come. What else did Frank name? Bay Street. Oh yeah, Bay Street. And then when he was playing baseball, and so that's because there's a place called Foul Bay, right? But because the Foul Bay was like, it's not because it was a stinky bay. It's because it was like the foul. There was like the foul ball spot of the baseball diamond that they were playing on, and that's how they named that. I choose to believe. He named the Mercedes dealership. Yeah, that's how Mercedes got named. Yeah, because he was asking his friend, Merce, he's like, hey, Merce, hey, like, because his car was next to him. He's like, hey, Merce, hey, this Benz. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, he was wondering if the car was Benz. And that's how he named Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, so Frank, he got an internship to work for what is now called the Honda Motor Company. I'm pretty sure it's Honda Motor Company. And he's in Japan, right? And the Japanese executive was kind of lazy at the time, and you might think it was named after Mr. Honda, who made a bunch of bikes and then made a bunch of cars because he just started doing that. But I just choose to believe that Frank went over there. Frank was tasked with naming the company because he was so good at naming things. But when he had the whole report done, like, he really worked hard on all his names. He did all his research. He had the name in this report that he left on the dash of the vehicle because the executive was just like, oh yeah, meet me outside the building tomorrow. But he didn't say when to meet him outside the building tomorrow. So Frank is just waiting there. And so he steps away to get a sip of water from the water fountain for like 1 fucking second, okay? And this executive comes out the door. And he's like, hey, what's the name? And Frank's like, oh, it's on the vehicle, man. Look, it's on the vehicle. It's on the vehicle. Pointing at the report. But the guy misheard. And he's like, oh, Honda vehicle, that's pretty good. So he went inside, went upstairs, and so it was. Honda vehicle. Oh, bae. And that's, let's get some news before the end of the half her. What happened today? Oh, a New York prosecutor, according to the Supreme Court, can get Trump's tax returns. Is he allowed, or does he have to? Or wants to conceal because the amount scrutiny. Shady as fuck. I wonder. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's funny seeing this fucking graph of all the people that get the PPP loans. Oh my gosh, it's fucking hilarious. Google swing states, and then Google graph of people given PPP loans. It's fucking 1-to-1. There's just like all these, like all the loans were given to the states that like chose Trump, and they're not issued anywhere else. There's just none issued to all these other states, and there's all these loans. Now it might be an autocorrelation because the guy only did 9 of the states, but like it's fucking just so fucking nuts to see him try to pay his way out using the coronavirus. Like, okay, data is beautiful. Data is beautiful. A is beautiful. Data is beautiful. Oh yeah, golfing. Fucking clickarooskies. Man, stuff disappears from this fucking site like in a fucking day. Where are you? Did I find it? I think I found it. 20 states. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty funny seeing how all these swing states just have like so many loans going out to all these businesses, and then you see just like gigantic gaps in these places that don't matter. Like they're red states. They voted for Trump. They just didn't get issued the loans. They probably asked. They just didn't get the loans. It's fucking crazy. I can't believe it. Yeah, so you go, data is beautiful. And you look for paycheck protection loans, quiverquant.com, quiverquant.com/sources/SBALOANS. And so you can look that up and you can check that out. Man, that's I guess that's how you buy an election. You use government money to give loans to people so that they'll vote for you. It was like, oh, thanks, government. I feel like voting for the current government because the other government wouldn't have done that. I'm so benevolent. Yeah. Hey, that's I think that's about it here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this weekend. We got another Grand Prix coming up. We got comedies coming back into town here. We got all these fucking things going on. Oh my gosh, my tan is coming in well. It's a little bit lopsided because my feet flop to the side, but you know how things go, right? You just roll over to the side when stuff starts going wrong, and then you get all bronzy like, and then maybe that will get me laid. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Love you. Okay, see you next time. Bye.